Christmas comes but once a year, and it's a great opportunity to whip the horn out and smash out a couple of Christmas favourites. You know, friends and family are socialising more, and there's a high chance that somebody's going to request that you get your sax out and play a tune. With good reason, and I want you to accept that request. Christmas carols, they're great busking tunes. That, you know, they're generally not too hard. They're short. They're not too technically demanding. So good ones for learning by heart as well. Obviously, you don't have to. Plenty of music available. Of course, as ever, potentially more fun to do with musical buddies, but quite doable in a solo context. And we don't need backing tracks. Everybody knows the tunes, so people kind of subconsciously, you know, fill in the harmony themselves. So I'm going to suggest a few things, some ones that I enjoy or, you know, think work well, and then talk about it, how to approach it in a more general way. You know, I like the slow ones and not bothering to stay in time. Rubato, it's called, isn't it, when you just ignore any rhythm. Silent Night, that's a good one. And on tenor, I like to do it in C and play it quite high. Only indulgently, so I get my top F in, which is my favourite note at the moment. So I'll give you a quick blast of that. So cold, I'm going to be flat as a pancake. I'd obviously play it a bit longer than that and milk it and get a better top F as well. There's loads that work that way, Away in a Manger, Once in Royal, What's It, Mary's Boy Child. And they all seem to start on the 5th for some reason. A slightly more challenging one, but maybe better for jazzing up. It's We Three Kings of Orient are, Chasing the Star. And also it's in a minor key, and it's kind of got two sections. It's got a bridge, which makes it a little bit more to learn, but it's a bit more like a jazz standard. And also goes to the relative major in the bridge, so I think it does. Makes it even more sort of jazz standard-ish. On alto, I mean, you can do these in any old key, but let's go for B minor. I might have been a bit too fast. Anyway, you know, I love a minor key. I'm sure you do. And O Come, Emmanuel. That's a beautiful one. In my opinion. Joy to the World for something like punchy and rhythmic. You could get your audience clapping along. I really love the soul style. Aretha Franklin does a brilliant version. So you could get the whole audience going. What's a good speed? If you've got a willing audience that haven't drunk too much. Seems to be usually in C, puts you in A on the alto. Or you could you can make life easier and go for G. Joy to the world. So they're clapping away and you go. Oops. You know what I mean. And then I like what's that called? Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Sometimes I sing it with a backing track so that I can do the Clarence Clemens solo. But if you do it in more jazzy style, we could do an alto in the key of F. This will start on the third, so that we'd start on the A. I'll start again. Etc. I'll make it a right mess of this, but that'll work well with a bit of practice. And then there are the fun, obvious ones. Rudolph the Red-Nosed, What's It, and Jingle Bells. I don't think you need demonstrations of me messing them up. And you've got to keep them in time because your audience will be singing along. Good ones for if you've got youngsters in your crowd. More general thoughts about how to approach them. If you're working by ear, just find a nice key where the melody doesn't go too high or too low, where the tune falls under your fingers nicely. And just stating the melody is absolutely enough. You don't need to jazz them up. And for some of you, jazzing up Christmas tunes might be sacrilege anyway. For others of you, it'll add interest and make them more fun and more challenging, more of a jazz performance. For me, I just think anything goes, and the more kind of twiddles and grace notes and falls and infills, the better. If you end up doing it as I once did, like a big old solo performance for a charity gala dinner or something, and you need to extend a tune, taking it up into another keys can work well and add interest. Like just take the whole thing up a major second, like I think we've done with Amazing Grace, or I might have suggested that we do. A final thought: even if you're playing the melody straight, plenty of expression, make it sing, and subtle bends, and your lovely vibrato, show off your sound, and summon your inner chorister. Let me demo. I'll play us out with a bit of Mary's Boy Child. I'm playing this in the key of F on the alto.